The race to the future, China. Cold open, black screen, silence, then a single sound, the hum of an electric engine. In 1995, a young man rented a small apartment in a Chinese fishing village. No investors, no funding, no connections. He started selling batteries. Single flickering light bulb. Then cut to explosive footage of a massive, gleaming factory floor, robots moving in perfect synchrony. One car rolling off the line, then another, then another. 30 years later, that same company produces one car every single minute. They have outsold Tesla. They have outsold every competitor on Earth, and they are just getting started. Hard cut, a BYD car drives directly into deep floodwater. It doesn't sink. It floats. It swims. This is not a concept car. This is not a prototype. You can buy this today. Rapid fire cuts, a drone descends from the sky, delivering coffee. A woman pays with her palm. A driverless taxi navigates through a packed city intersection. A humanoid robot walks calmly down a public street in Shenzhen. China drones deliver your coffee from the sky. Your hand is your credit card. A robot sits across from you at a cafe, and your taxi has no driver. This isn't the year 2050. This is Tuesday. Full stop. Black screen. 2 seconds of silence. While America was fighting wars, while the world was distracted, China was building. Quietly, patiently, relentlessly. Sweeping aerial shot. Shanghai skyline at golden hour. Then Shenzhen's neon streets. Then a humanoid robot walking into frame. Britain once ruled the world. Then it stepped off the stage. America rose in its place. But now, for the first time in a generation, someone else is pulling up a chair at the table. And they didn't ask for permission. The race to the future. Can China surpass America? Sweeping aerial drone shot over China's glittering skyline cities blur into one another as dramatic orchestral music builds. Narrator VO. This is China. Not the China of cheap factories and knockoff goods. Not the China your grandparents warned you about. This is a China that is quietly, methodically, and relentlessly building the future. While the world was looking elsewhere, China was working. Today, we ask one of the most consequential questions of our time. Can China surpass America? This is what we came to find out. Act 1. Shenzhen, the city of tomorrow. Time-lapse of Shenzhen's skyline at dusk. Neon lights, electric cars, bustling streets. Narrator VO. We begin our journey in Shenzhen, a city in southern China that, just decades ago, was a humble fishing village with dirt roads and no electricity. Today, it is one of the most technologically advanced cities on Earth. This is the Silicon Valley of the East, a place where dreams are engineered, where the future is not imagined, it is manufactured. Street-level footage, green license plates everywhere, drones flying overhead, robots delivering packages. Narrator VO. On these streets, every green license plate tells a story. Electric vehicles outnumber gasoline cars by a staggering margin. Drones deliver your coffee from the sky. You pay for groceries with the palm of your hand. Self-driving taxis navigate crowded intersections without a single human hand on the wheel. This isn't science fiction. This is Tuesday in Shenzhen. Act TWO. BYD, build your dreams. Cinematic shot of the massive BYD factory complex near the port. Narrator VO. But to understand how China got here, we need to start with a story. A story that begins not in a gleaming factory, but in a tiny apartment. Cut to black and white archival images, -1995. A small office, punch-in time cards. Narrator. Cinco. The year is 1995. A young company called BYD sets up operations in a small rented apartment in Shenzhen. They sell batteries. Just batteries. The media laughs. Investors scoff. And when BYD announces they're entering the automotive industry in 2003, the ridicule becomes deafening. Cut to museum wall displaying old newspaper headlines and negative comments. Narrator VO. Just give up. Your cars are ugly. You have no chance. Even Elon Musk, the man who would one day become their fiercest rival, publicly mocked their vehicles. BYD kept those insults. They framed them. They put them on a museum wall for the whole world to see. Sleek, futuristic vehicles under bright lights. Narrator VO. Fast forward to 2025, BYD is now the #1 electric car company on the planet. Their sales have surpassed Tesla's. They employ over 1 million people. They have more than 100,000 engineers, and they hold an entire wall of patents. Interview segment, BYD representative speaks directly to camera. Bid representative, we started with batteries in 1995. That is why we are successful today. We make everything ourselves. The battery, the software, the electronics. We sold over 4 million vehicles last year, and we produce over 4 million vehicle-used batteries. We sell batteries to other companies too. Interviewer: and the charging speed, is it true? 5 minutes for 400 kilometers. Bid representative: yes. 1 second equals 2 kilometers of range. In 5 minutes to 400 kilometers. We have the fastest charger in the world. Close-up of the blade battery being installed beneath the car chassis in Narrator VO, the secret weapon. Their revolutionary blade battery, made from lithium iron phosphate, engineered in a flat, sword-like design that slides beneath the vehicle floor. Safer, more efficient, and more powerful than anything competitors had seen before. This battery is why BYD wins. Footage of a BYD vehicle slowly driving into a deep pool of floodwater, then floating Narrator VO. And then there's a BYD vehicle driving directly into floodwater, deep floodwater. The kind that would destroy any ordinary car. And yet it floats, it swims. For up to 30 minutes it operates as both car and boat. This isn't a stunt. This is engineering designed for a world where extreme weather events are becoming the norm. Factory floor, robotic arms move in perfect synchrony. One car rolls off the line every 60 seconds, Narrator VO. Inside the BYD factory, robots dominate the floor. One car is produced every single minute. 1,400 vehicles per day rolling directly to the port. And from there, to the rest of the world. Brazil, Thailand, Europe, the Middle East. BYD is no longer just a Chinese company. It is a global force. Act 3. Life on the streets of Shenzhen. Wide shot of a busy Shenzhen plaza. People moving fast. Technology everywhere. Narrator VO. Back on the streets of Shenzhen. We witnessed something remarkable. A city that has fully merged with its technology. A drone descends from the sky, lowering a coffee order to a waiting customer. Narrator VO. Drone delivery is not a pilot program here. It is part of daily life. You order through an app. A drone lifts off from a hub, navigates across the city skyline, and lowers your order directly to you. No traffic, no delay, no human driver required. A driverless taxi glides through traffic. Interior shot shows no one behind the wheel. Narrator VO and transportation. You summon a car through an app. It arrives driverless. You climb in, enter your destination, and it takes you there, navigating real city traffic, making real-time decisions without a single human intervention. We rode one ourselves. It was unsettling. It was seamless. It was the future. At a retail counter, a woman pays by holding her palm over a scanner. Narrator VO. Even payment has been reimagined. Your palm print, registered through an app, is your wallet. No card, no phone, no cash, just your hand. At the airport, facial recognition guides you to your gate in seconds. In Shenzhen, the friction of daily life has been engineered away, replaced by systems that are faster, smarter, and entirely invisible. Act 4. Hangzhou. The rise of humanoid robots. Scenic shot of Hangzhou, Westlake at sunrise. Ancient temples alongside modern towers. Narrator VO. From Shenzhen, we travel north to Hangzhou, one of China's oldest and most beloved cities. A city of poets, of silk, of history, and now of robots. Interior of Unitary Robotics Lab, the G1 humanoid robot stands in the center. Narrator VO. This is Unitary Robotics, and this is the G1, standing at 1.27 meters tall, weighing just 35 kilograms. The G1 is one of the most advanced humanoid robots ever built. Its joints move with a fluidity that is almost unsettling to watch. It walks, it balances, it recovers from being pushed. Engineers say it is nearly impossible to make it fall. Interview with Unitary representative. Unitary rep. You can buy one today. Narrator VO. $16,000 for a walking, thinking, interacting humanoid robot. This is Unitary's direct answer to Boston Dynamics Atlas, one of America's most celebrated robotics achievements. The difference? The G1 costs a fraction of the price and is already commercially available. The G1 walks through a public cafe. Passers-by stop and stare. Narrator VE. Oh, we took it for a walk. Through a real cafe, on real streets. People froze. Children pointed. Everyone wanted a photograph. Because whether we're ready for it or not, this is what is coming. Into our homes, our workplaces, our hospitals. The robot sat across from us. We ordered it a coffee. It felt like the most normal and most extraordinary moment of the entire journey. Act 5. Shandong, where the uncanny valley ends. Dimly lit factory entrance. A sign reads, X-Robot, Naruto Rubat. We were told very few foreigners had ever been granted access to this facility. We were the first. Welcome to X. Long corridor of humanoid robots, lifelike faces, silicon skin, eyes that seem to follow you. Narrator V. Oh, inside, the line between human and machine has been deliberately, disturbingly erased. These robots wear silicon skin so realistic that standing next to one, you struggle to tell the difference. Their faces track your movement. Their expressions shift. The company's founder tells us they have achieved 98% human likeness. Close-up of two hands side by side. One human, one robot. Identical narrator VO. He holds up two hands. One human, one robotic. He asks us to guess which is which. We cannot. Assembly area robots being built by other machines, narrator VO, and the vision for the future. Robots that build robots. Automated assembly lines that never tire, never stop, never ask for a raise. Healthcare companions for the elderly. Medical assistants in operating rooms. Teachers in classrooms. Tourism guides in ancient cities. The founder says it simply. Founder through translator. Machines never get tired. Think of a factory that builds cars. It never stops. Now imagine that factory building humans. Act 6. Shanghai, the economic heartbeat, golden hour over the Shanghai skyline, the bund lit up across the river, narrator VO. Shanghai, China's economic capital. A city that stands as the financial heartbeat of the world's most populous nation. The maglev train accelerates out of the station, speedometer climbs toward 431 kilometers per hour. Narrator VO. From the airport to the city center, you travel by maglev, magnetic levitation. A train that reaches 431 kilometers per hour. A train that glides above the track, frictionless, silent, impossibly fast. China is racing Japan for the world speed record. Japan's test train hit 603 kilometers per hour in 2015. China has not forgotten that number. Neither has the rest of the world. Closing the bigger question montage, bid cars streaming off the assembly line, drones in the sky, robots walking, the maglev cutting through fog, children in tech labs, engineers at their screens, narrator VO. Here is what we saw. A car company that went from a rented apartment to outselling Tesla in 30 years. A city that delivers coffee by drone and groceries by palm print. Humanoid robots you can buy online and have shipped to your door. Factories where robots build robots, endlessly, tirelessly, without pause. A high-speed train that turns a city into a neighborhood. Slow fade, old footage of Britain's empire. Then America's post-war dominance. Then China's rising skyline. Narrator VO. Britain once ruled the world. Then quietly, after 2 world wars, it stepped off the stage. America rose in its place. It built the internet, the iPhone, the space shuttle. It wrote the rules of the modern world. But while America was fighting wars abroad and political battles at home, China was building, quietly, patiently, relentlessly. Final shot, a single BYD car driving into a sunrise, followed by a lone humanoid robot walking down an empty road, narrator VO. The race to the future is already underway. The starting gun fired decades ago. And the question is no longer whether China is in the race. The question is, how far ahead are they already?